All right, so let's talk about symptoms, shall we? So, hi everyone. This is Sheree, also known as Amber the Cosmic Hippie. So we're talking about symptoms in regards to endometriosis. I kind of felt like now is a good time for us to have this conversation because I am currently going through said symptoms. So, what better way to describe them than to describe exactly what I'm feeling right this very moment? So, um, I'm doing these videos to kind of give people what I like to start calling as the permission slips. This is a permission slip for you. I'm talking to you, Missy. If you feel like you're going through something that is more than just a period, like something is going wrong downstairs, talking to you. This is your excuse to chime in and like let people know what's actually going on so that maybe you can find a diagnosis that will help you not feel the way that you've been feeling every single month. Here's your chance. Um, yeah, I've been dealing with this since 2009, and it has not at all been an easy experience because endometriosis can be misdiagnosed as so many other more common symptoms and syndromes and diseases that people are more open to talking about. For whatever reason, in our society and in American culture, female reproductive issues are like a don't talk about it topic, which that really needs to stop, guys. Like, so many women are dying from illnesses that could be prevented if they just had an opportunity to speak openly about what they're feeling. I myself did not tell people what I was going through for years because I thought that, I needed to just shut up and suck it up because this is what every other woman is going through. But newsflash, it wasn't. And yes, of course, periods tend to come with cramping and bloating and, typical what people now call PMS symptoms or whatever. But there is a line in the sand between what's typical and what's atypical. And then there's also another line between what's atypical and what's problematic, like something that actually needs to be addressed. And that's what endometriosis is. Um, Endometriosis for decades. And I mean, I still think a lot of gynecologists to this day honestly still believe that endometriosis is just a reproductive issue. But newsflash, the adhesions that come from endometriosis can adhere to literally any other part of the body, meaning outside of the reproductive cavity. They can be in thoracic area. I've read reports and medical journals where they found it literally in the brain. So literally endometriosis can travel throughout the body. It can implant itself anywhere throughout the body. I myself feel that I have something called thoracic endometriosis because I have symptoms that only appear around my cycle. You see, I'm already like gasping for air. That's a new thing that's been happening for the past couple of months while I'm on my cycle, is that I get out of breath. I've always been very athletic and I've never had an issue. I played clarinet for 8 years. Like, this is not a thing for my life. But I have these heart palpitations now. And whenever those happen, my breath literally just wants to escape my body. And then it's like hard for me to get the air back in. So that's a thing that could be related to endometriosis. And I'm actually consulting with a thoracic endometriosis specialist in Atlanta in a few days. So I'll let you guys know what happens with that. But some other symptoms that I'm currently experiencing, and please, if you're experiencing anything similar to what I'm saying, please let me know. Like, we need to start a legit conversation so we can maybe bring this to the forefront of more conversations in the medical world. Right now, I'm sitting down, and I know that when I go to stand up, it's not going to be a good time for me because my adhesions were actually on my colon and my bladder, and they were removed in 2009. But endometriosis adhesions can and do grow back, and usually they grow back with a vengeance. So when I'm on my cycle and the adhesions are like as full and engorged, sorry to be graphic, but as as they can be, they want to hold on to dear life like this. So if I try to stretch and stand up straight like a human being, they're not happy with that motion. So that's the thing. Sitting down is also hard because almost for the same reason. It literally feels like, once again, going to be graphic because I feel like we need to. Like, people need to know what this actually is like, so that more people, more ladies do not feel like they're going literally insane when they're experiencing these things. For me, my adhesions, because of where they are, when I sit down, it literally feels like somebody is taking a sword and just like very, not like sharply going up, very slowly, just like sear, like I'm a shish kebab. There you go. You know how hard it is to get the shish kebab, like the kebab, through the meat and through all this stuff. You kind of gotta go through them slowly in order for everything to get on. That's what it feels like when I sit down. Yeah, the breathing thing, like it feels like an elephant is on my chest, which really sucks. And I do have asthma, and I was diagnosed with that at 13, and it was just exercise-induced asthma. But I know what asthma feels like, and this ain't asthma. It's my throat is not constricted at all. It's literally just, and I could tell you, it's literally just the left lung feels like it just cannot get enough air in it to save my life. Pun intended. God, I can't believe I just did that. But yeah, that's a thing. The migraines, that has been an ongoing thing for my whole entire existence, as far as I can remember. Since like age 11, I've been having migraines that get more frequent and more severe around my cycle, to the point where it literally looks like I'm having a stroke sometimes. Like I cannot speak, I slur my words. Forget about light and sound, they just don't do that to me. And yeah, it's bad. Temperature regulation, I sometimes have to change my shirt up to 3 times a night because of sweating. So that's great. I actually can't sleep next to my husband sometimes because I literally get so physically hot, like to him, that it makes everybody uncomfortable. So yeah, there you go. That's something. It's kind of hard to actually separate what's typical versus what's atypical when this has been your existence for over 20 years. So sorry if I'm taking a pause now to see like what else do I go through that I realize is not a typical thing. Oh, food hurts me big time, especially around my cycle. Like I literally can't eat bread, rice, anything carb heavy, because the pain in my stomach literally will make me go to the ground. Like, actually, true story, a few days ago, my husband and I, during bike week, we were at a diner, and we had, all I had were eggs and, okay, a little bit of corned beef hash. I know, oil. But, yeah, it hurt me big time, to the point where as soon as we stopped eating, I couldn't eat that much because the pain was just beyond. So we literally stopped eating, and he had to help me stretch just so that we can make it back home, because I couldn't get up. I was literally at the table like this, guys. Like, that's endometriosis. So, yeah, please, if any of these are sounding like something that you've been going through, that you're like, oh snap, I didn't know that that could actually be a diagnosable thing, like, please say something now and let us all start this conversation. So until next time, guys, adios.